from Bridget Lives Heavy on Instagram, and I'm making a nutrition video today for all the questions I get asked on Instagram. I'm getting a lot of direct messages asking what supplements I take, what I eat, if I count calories versus macros, and I figured this would be the perfect opportunity to make a nutrition video that I've been putting off for a while. So the first thing, oops, my camera's falling, that I'm going to talk about is your relationship with food. Your relationship with food has to change greatly if you're going to make this start to losing weight or lifting. It's really, really important that you look at food as a source of fuel and that you're able to separate food from social settings. And that's not to say that you can't enjoy things with your family or friends, because that is extremely important. But there's a difference between eating something because you're making a special memory with a family or friend, or you're just eating Taco Bell every day because that's what your friends are doing. You have to separate your relationship with food. You know, you have to look at it as, what is this food doing for me? Does it have protein to help me build the muscles that I want? Does it have micronutrients in it to help keep my body healthy? You know, just look at your food as, I'm going to eat this and it's going to fuel my workout. When I'm done, I'm eating these complex carbs and this protein to help me rebuild the muscle trauma that I just made after my workout. So your relationship with food is extremely important when you're starting this journey, and which leads me to my second point. When it comes to starting out, start with small changes. If you're going to start this journey, it's going to be extremely hard in the beginning to adjust the way that you eat and to break habits that you're used to doing, like drinking pop or eating junk food. So make small changes, you know, like you don't have to go crazy in the beginning when you're starting, but, you know, just little things, like instead of having chips, maybe grab vegetables or an apple. Instead of grabbing white bread, get wheat bread. Instead of, like, if you have to go get fast food, get the salad and get, like, you know, don't use all of the dressing. Or if you're going to get a cheeseburger, then don't eat the bun. Like, small changes at first are going to help you be able to make larger changes as you move on. Excuse me. The second thing I get asked all the time is, do I count calories or do I count macronutrients? I count macronutrients, my macros. With my coach, Christian Guzman, I am required to hit a particular amount of proteins, fats, and carbs in a day. And currently my macros are 170 protein, 160 carb, and 40 grams of fat. So in a day, I'm responsible to hit those numbers accurately, and I would say within the range. I'm usually within 10 grams of each, usually under, not over. Maybe over on protein, moderately over on fat, but usually never over on carbs because I'm extremely carb sensitive. But I would say if you're new and if you're going to start this journey of losing weight, I would focus on calories. Calories are extremely easy to track on things like MyFitnessPal, and it just makes it a lot simpler for you in the beginning. You know, I think 1 pound of fat is like 3,500 calories. I think you need to burn 3,500 calories in a week to lose 1 pound of fat. I think, probably should have looked that up. But I think you need to burn 3,500. So that basically means that you can decrease your calories by a certain amount a day to get to that total, which leads me to my second point. This is extremely important because I made this terrible mistake. When I first started losing weight, before I started lifting seriously, I was a cardio queen. I only did cardio and I ate next to nothing. I decreased my calories to like 1,100 or something crazy like that. And I originally lost a lot of weight, and then I plateaued, and it was awful. I was eating nothing. And because I was eating nothing, I was working out more, trying to lose the weight. And then I hired Christian, and, you know, we had to do this whole refeed process where I had to eat a lot more than normal. And I still wasn't losing weight. I was kind of like gaining. And then finally the plateau broke. But so it's important to count your calories, but start small. Decrease your maintenance calories by like 200 and just keep going from there on out. And you can find your maintenance calories if you just simply Google. You can Google and you can get a calculator and put in your weight, your height, all of that, and it'll tell you what about your maintenance calories are. And if you want to find out your maintenance calories without calculating it, eat the way that you normally are and track your weight at the end of the week. And track how many calories you had that week. So track the food that you're eating, not changing anything, and see if you stay the same or if you gain or lose. If you stay the same, then that's your maintenance. If you're gaining weight, then you're eating in a surplus. So if you're maintaining your weight within that week, I would start decreasing it by 200. Because if you go crazy, you're not going to have any room to adjust a plateau, which was my big mistake. So it's really important. And then as time goes on and the more advanced you get, maybe your goals will change to maybe lifting or, I don't know. You can count macronutrients. I count macros because they're extremely important in changing your body composition and building muscle, and that my goal is obviously to lose body fat, but my goal is to build muscle and maintain the muscle mass that I have while losing body fat. So, for example, with Christian in 90 days, I only lost 14 pounds technically, but my body composition changed so drastically. My stomach looks so different, my arms look so different, and I really credit that, to counting my macronutrients. But like I said in the beginning, count your calories, get comfortable, get your feet wet, and then maybe start counting your macros. That would be optimal. The next thing I'm going to talk about is flexible dieting. I technically follow if it fits your macros in a way. And I guess I flexible diet in between. I wouldn't get caught up so much in, I know a lot of weightlifters, a lot of people, a lot of guys and girls who lift post crazy full days of eating on if it fits your macros. But I think it is important to, enjoy your diet, obviously. Make sure you like what you're eating. But it is equally important to eat healthy because it's health over everything. You want to make sure that you're eating healthy foods and making good choices. I say flexible dieting because life happens. And when I say life happens, I mean, sometimes you're with your family and you have a family dinner at Chili's or wherever you're going to go. And if I know that that's going to happen in a day, I will count that into my macros. I will make it fit. I will sacrifice other things to make that particular meal or treat or whatever it is fit into my diet. So that's where I come in with flexible dieting, and sometimes I'll eat an Oreo, I'm not gonna lie. And if I do, then I track it. Always track what you're eating. Even if you feel bad about it, track it, because odds are, you can kind of manipulate your macros to fit that. It's not too late to salvage them, usually for me. So I think flexible dieting is good if you're able to control yourself. If you're not able to control yourself eating small things here and there, it might be better to restrict yourself a little bit more, especially in the beginning. For me, in the beginning, I wasn't as flexible with my diet because it just made me crave things more. If I had like an Oreo or something, like it just made me the whole rest of the day, I was like craving sugar, and it was just awful. But as time went on, I was able to control myself a little bit more, and I was able to enjoy little things here and there without craving them so much. And the farther you go along in your journey, the more you want your goal and the less those things become important to you. So flexible dieting, yes, in moderation. Safe flexible dieting would be my biggest suggestion. And the last thing I have are supplements. I do not take very many supplements. I take a multivitamin every day. I take fish oils every day. I take a probiotic every day. And I do drink protein shakes. They're a good way to get your protein in. If you're scared that you're not getting your protein requirements in a day or you're not getting enough, protein shakes are a great way to get that in. And I suggest getting actual protein powder. Pre-made protein drinks are really, really sugary. They're high in carbs. They're high in sugars. They can be really fatty. So I would suggest getting regular protein powder and making a shake yourself. Saves you a lot of time. It gets in a lot of protein, and it's generally pretty healthy for you, depending on what you add to the shake. I also take pre-workout before I work out, which I wouldn't count that as a healthy supplement. It just helps me work out because I work out at night and I get really tired. So I take pre-workout. And I also drink this amino stuff from Cellucor. They're like BCAAs, and they're supposed to, I drink that during my workout, sometimes after too. It's supposed to prevent your muscles from breaking down. I don't know how true it is, but I like how it tastes. Kind of tastes like Kool-Aid. So drink that. And I have taken Cellucor HD. I don't know that it technically works, but it gives you a lot of energy. Again, with those, I would be careful as well taking pre-workouts. Only if you're caffeine sensitive. And if you've never taken them, I would obviously half the dose before you take it. Because the beta-alanine can make you really itchy, really tingly, but that's normal. And I kind of, now that I've taken it so much, I like it. I have to restrict myself sometimes because I get addicted to pre-workout and then I can't work out without it. Sometimes my lifts are crappy because I haven't taken pre-workout. So it's kind of important to everything in moderation, even some of your supplements. So I hope this video is really helpful to you guys. I've had these questions a lot. I have a lot of people asking me like if I'm on low carb diets, low carbs, high fats, high protein. So I figured this would be a good video to start with, and I think that I'm going to definitely make some full days of eating every week, possibly, and I'm definitely going to start getting some of my lifting footage, but I go to World Gym and it's kind of hard to get footage, especially with it being the new year because it's so packed, and there's a lot of people, which is really awesome. Hoping they're all going to stay and make really positive life changes, and I'm excited, but it is really packed, so it's kind of hard to film. And I'm probably going to make a progress video every week because I check in with Christian every week, Christian Guzman. If you're not familiar with Christian Guzman, look him up. He's pretty cool. He lifts, he coaches, he's a great guy. But I'll probably make a progress video every week and we can do this journey together. We can see how much I'm losing every week, what I'm lifting, if I'm lifting more, if I'm lifting less, how I'm feeling, how I'm looking. And I hope it'll all be extremely helpful for you guys. I really just hope that, you know, anyone who's watching this, you know, you are capable of making that change. You are capable of having the body that you want or being healthy, or, you know, if you're a girl especially, I know that, you know, there are a lot of girls who lift, but there's a lot of girls who they don't. And I think they're scared to make that change. And I think they're scared to try lifting and try new things, but do it. You will love it. You will, it's awesome. It's really, I mean, cardio is great. I have to do cardio and I actually don't mind cardio that much, but you know, venture over to the free weights. It is, you will not regret it. It is so fun. It is, the first time I ever went to the free weight section, it was scary. It was terrifying. It was male dominated, but you know what, like go in with a plan, do your thing, and it's awesome. But I will make more videos about lifting as a girl, as a woman. And I hope that this video, again, was really helpful. And I'm going to try to get out 3 a week. We'll see. I do go to school full-time and I work full-time, but we're going to shoot for 3 videos a week. We're going to shoot for it and try to hit it. But I hope it was really helpful. So I hope you subscribe to my channel. You like it. You comment. And obviously follow me on Instagram. It's Bridget Lifts Heavy, one word.